Good morning, welcome to Videos Online Academic Tutorial. Thanks for watching our YouTube videos online. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do well to press the subscribe button and the notification bell in order to see all of our educative videos online. Thanks for watching these videos once again. Please remember also to share this video with your friends, relatives and colleagues so as to be able to serve them also better. Thank you and God bless you. Amen. Now, today we'll be considering integral calculus. We have talked about what? Differential calculus. And integral calculus is a reverse process of what? Of differential calculus. What do I mean by that is that the opposite of what? Of differential calculus is what we call integral calculus. And integral calculus makes use of this symbol. Whenever you see this symbol, it means what? Integral what? It means integration. So we use symbols in integral calculus. Also, as we have standard derivative in what? In differential calculus, so also we have what? Standard integrals under integration. So now let's look at the standard what? Integral. Standard integral. Okay, so we have the function, then the what? The integral with respect to what? X. Function of x, the integral with function of x. For instance, now when you have what? The power function. When we have the power function, what will be the integral? It will just be xn plus 1 all over n plus 1. So it means that you are going to add 1 to the power and what? All over n plus what? All over the power itself, all over the addition of the power. So now it means that Sn is equal to s raised to power s raised to power n plus 1 all over n plus 1 plus what? The constant k. Plus the constant what? K. Now we are talking about the integral of 1. The integral of 1, what do you have when you are carrying out the integral of 1? Now look at this. Every 1 means that the x is raised to power 0. Now it means 1x raised to power what? It has x, but the x is raised to power 0. So 1x raised to power 0. Now you add 1 to the power plus 1 all over what? Now you bring the power down and add it here, 0 plus 1. So we have 1x. Now 0 plus 1 will be raised to power 1. Now x raised to power 1 all over 1. So everything here is ordinary 1, no 1x is same as x plus k. That's the integral of 1. So integral of 1 means what? X plus what? Plus k. Now mind you, k is a constant. Some textbooks use k and others use what? C. Now when I talk about integral of a, when you now have another number apart from what? 1, what will be the integral? Just follow this same procedure, which is x raised to power 0 plus 1. You introduce x raised to power what? 0 plus 1 all over 0 plus 1. So we have what? Ax plus k. So that's the integral of a constant a. Now another one is sine x. Whenever you are integrating sine x, you are going to have minus cos x plus what? K. This is just the reverse case of derivative. If you are looking for the differentiation of sine x, you have cos x. But this time around, the integral of what? Of sine x is minus cos x. Minus cos x. So also, we have what? The integral of cos x will give you what? Sine x plus k. The integral of what? Of cos x will give you what? Sine x plus k. Also, we still have sec square x. If you look for sec square x, you are going to have tan x plus k. So that's it. But in the differential, you have what? Sec x tan x. For this integral, tan x plus what? K. Now we have e raised to power x, also e raised to power x plus k. And lastly, 1 over x. The integral of 1 over x will be what? Ln x plus what? K. Let me use K. I've started with K. Now, I'm going to the standard integral. Let's go into the what? To the problems we're having here, which is selected from Jamb questions. These are Jamb questions on integral calculus. And number one question says, integrate 1 plus x all over x cubed dx. Integrate 1 plus x over x cubed dx. We are asked to integrate what? 1 plus x over x cubed dx. Mind you, you have to be time conscious in Jamb, so you have to be very, very fast. So the first thing is to learn the process. After now, we get to what? To speed up our process. Now, so the first thing here is to what? Is to separate the what? Separate the function. For example, we have what? Denominator. We have numerator and denominator here. So it's a thing that we can, each individual can have its own denominator. So meaning that I can write this function as 1 over x cubed plus, now if I'm separating it now, 1 over x cubed plus x over x cubed. Now they are still having this dx together. So 1 over x cubed plus x over x cubed. Now let's separate it now to have their own different integral. This one will have 1 over x cubed dx plus the integral of x over what? X cubed ds. So now I've separated the two integral now. I've separated the two, and each of these two terms is having its own integral sign. Now, how do I go about this one now? So this one is in law of physics. When this s raised power 3 goes up, it becomes s raised power minus 3 dx plus the integral of what? Of, now x will cancel one of the x. We have what? X raised to power what? 2. What we have in left here is x raised to power 2. 1 over x raised to power 2. 1 over x raised to power 2 can be written as what? X raised to power minus 2. Remember, this is 1 all over x raised to power what? 2. 1 all over x power 2. So when it's flanked up, we got x raised to power minus 2 dx. So when you integrate this, what do we have? Integral of this will have the x minus 3. You add 1 to the power and you bring the power down. Minus 3 plus 1 plus x raised to power minus 2 plus 1 all over minus 2 plus 1 plus k. So that's the integration of it. So we have what? X minus 2. Because minus 3 plus 1 gives for minus what? 2. All over minus 2 plus x raised to power minus 1. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 all over minus 1 plus k. Plus k. Now from there now we can now what? Do some what? We can now rewrite this one in the form of what? By what? By method of law of indices. Law of indices says whenever you have x power minus 1 over 1 minus s. Law of indices says whenever you have minus as your index, you can write it in the form of fraction. So we have what? So s power minus 2 is taken as what? You can write this one as what? 1 all over s raised to power what? 2. Don't forget that you have minus 2 here. You can put that minus there and put x like this. Minus 2x squared plus the same thing here applicable here. Minus what? 1 all over x is the same as x to the minus 1. So you bring that minus here out here. So when this minus multiply this minus, what happens? Just try and bring that minus, because this minus here and this plus here. So put inside bracket plus k. So we have what? Minus 1 over 2x squared minus 1 over x plus k. So that's our final answer. So we have the answer is option what? D. Minus 1 over 2x squared minus 1 over x plus what? K. Now let's go to the question number 2. Now, number 2 question is what? It's an integral with boundary. Number 2 question say evaluate what? Integral of x squared minus 4x bracket close the x with boundary 2 and what? 1. We have this, what we call integral with boundaries. We have the limit boundary, we have what? We have the upper boundary should be 2 and the lower boundary to be what? 1. Now how do you do this one? Just follow the same procedure, try to separate the integral without wasting much of our time. So this will be integral of x squared boundary 2 with 1 minus integral of 4x with boundary 2 also 1. So you put your dx, you are integrating with the x. So now you can integrate this. What do I have? This one will give me what? X is power 2, x is power 2 plus 1 all over 2 plus 1. Don't forget it has a boundary of 2 and 1. 2 and 1 minus, that is a constant, you bring it out whenever you are integrating. So you bring constant out, you have 4 open brackets, x is power 1 plus 1 all over 1 plus 1. Don't forget we still have a boundary 2, 1. So now we have the integral process here will give you what? X raised to power what? 3 all over 3, then the boundary 2 and 1 minus 4. So give you x raised to power 2 all over 2, the boundary 2, 1. So now can I input your what? Your boundary now. How do you can input your boundary to obtain your final answer? And how do you do that? You put 2 inside what? Whenever you see x, you put 2. So you open brackets. Open bracket for this. Let's open bracket for this. We have 2 raised to power 3 all over what? 3. Minus, that is when you put 2 there. Then you put 1, you put 1 raised to power 3 all over 3. Minus, look at that 4 here, 4 open brackets. You put 2 inside this thing, so you have 2 raised to power 2 all over 2. Minus what? You put 1 now, 1 raised to power 2 all over 2. Bracket what? Close. So you close the big bracket. So what do we have here now? The final answer here, we have what? This is what? 8 all over 3 minus 1 all over what? 3. So don't forget you have minus 4. Open bracket what? 4 all over 2 minus 1 all over 2. Bracket what? Close, then the big bracket. So we have now what? 8 minus 6, this have the same denominator. 8 minus what? You can easily even bracket this one. This one. 8 minus 1 will give what? 7. We have 7 all over what? 3. Because they have the same denominator, just minus 8 minus 1, 7 over 3. So minus 4 bracket open 4 minus 3, we have 3. 4 minus 1 is 3 over 2. So this one 2 in 4 will give you 2. 2 times 2 will give you what? 6. To give you 6. To give you 6. So 2 times 3 will give you 6. So we have equal to open bracket what? 7 over 3 minus what? 6. What we have left here is 7 over 3 minus what? Minus what? 6. Now let me quickly finish it. So now we have what? We have 7 over 3 now minus 6. 7 over 3 minus 6, just find the LCM. The LCM here is 3. So 3 here, 1. 1 times 6, 1 times 7 is 7. How many 1 can we say in 3? That is what? That is 6. 6. How many 1 can we say in 3? That is 3. 3 times 6 is give you what? 18. 18. So 7 minus 18 will give what? Minus 11 all over what? 3. So your final answer is minus 11. So you can see 7 over 3 minus 6. We did it here. So we have minus 11 all over what? 3. Now we have the option here of minus 11 all over what? 3. So the answer is option D as well. So the question says evaluate the integral of 3 minus 2x dx with boundary of what? Of 1 and 0. Now this also look like the previous example that we did. So we also separate it out now. We have what? Integral of 3 with boundary 1 and 0 dx minus what? Integral of what? Minus 2x with boundary of 1 and what? 0. Sorry, the minus is here, so we don't need to put the minus there. So integral of 2x with boundary 1 and 0 dx. So what do we have here now? We have what? So integrate this one. This is a constant, then introduce x. 3 raised to power x raised to power 0, 3x raised to power x, 3x raised to power 0 plus 1, all over 0 plus 1, boundary 1 and 0 minus 2x now, 2x raised to power 1 now, we have 2 raised to power 1 plus 1, all over 1 plus 1, boundary 1 and what? 0. So what do we have? What do we have? We have 3x like that. Because this one will give you 0 plus 1 will give you x to the power 1, which is x divided by 1. So it is 3x. Boundary 0 and 1 minus. So we will do 2x raised to power what? 2 all over what? 2. Boundary 1 and 0. So this one cancel out. This one cancel out. 2 cancel 2. So we have what? 3x boundary 0 1 minus x square boundary 1 and what? 0. Now let's substitute here. So we have what? 3. Now bring out this 3 out. Bring out this 3. Because this one has 3 constant, bring out the 3 and then substitute what? This is 1 0, not 0 1. 1 0. 1 0. So bring out what? The constant 3. Then x, the upper boundary is 1. 1 minus what? The lower boundary is what? 0. So the brackets like that. 3 into bracket what? 1 minus 0 minus, you put 1 here, it's 1 square minus what? 0 what? Square. Make sure you put that one also in bracket. Following. So you open bracket, 3 into bracket, what else is what? The upper boundary is 1 minus 0 minus s square, you open bracket 1, that's the upper boundary, 1 square minus 0 square. So we have what? 3 into bracket 1 minus 0. So we have what? 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 3 times 1 is what? 3 times 1 is 3 minus 1 minus 0. So 1 minus 0 is what? 1. So the answer here is what? 2. The answer here is 2. Real answer to the 2. So this answer is what? Option C. Now let's move to the next question, which is what? The integral of what? Of trig function. The integral of trig function. Number 4 question, we have the integral of cos what? Integral of cos 4x dx. The integral of 4x dx. Now this is like a function of function. We have cos and we have what? 4x. So we need to use function of function here. So by saying let what? U equal to 4x. Now, after you say let u equal to 4x, you are introducing another variable u. So you have to differentiate what? U with respect to s. So the u with the x, we give you what? This is 1. Differentiation. 1 times 4 will be 4. Then x is power 1 minus 1. We give what? 4x is power 0. Now, 4 times x plus 0 is 1. That is, this one is 4. So it means the u, the x, is equal to 4. Is equal to 4. Now, try to make the x the solid of formula now by cross multiply. So we have what? The u equal to the x times this with 4 the x. So divide both sides by 4, we have the x is equal to the u all over 4. So whenever you have the x, it means the u over 4. So you now come back and substitute here. So we have x equal to cos 4x now is now what? Is now u. Now your dx is what? Du over what? 4. Now you can write this now and say, since we have, this is 1 over 4, like we have integral of course u over what? 4 is equal to du now. So you can easily bring this 1 over 4 out. 1 over 4, then integrate what? Cos u with respect to what? Du. So what we have when you integrate what? Cos u. Whenever you integrate cos u, when you integrate what? Cos u, you have minus sine u. So you have this bracket minus sine u, that is standard derivative, plus what? K. So the final answer you have minus 1 over 4 sine u plus k. Then remember that minus 4 sine what? U itself is what? 4x. So we replace the 4x plus k. Final answer. So we have there minus 1 over 4 sine 4x plus k. Option B. Option B. Question which says the integral of sine x plus 2 dx. Now this also a trig function now. Now we have to separate it as usual. We have integral of what? Of sine x dx plus integral of 2 dx. Now, how do you now go about this from here? So, integral of sine x is minus cos x. So we have minus cos x plus, now the integral of this one is x raised to the power 0. Because this is constant, you have to do x to the power 0 plus 1 all over 0 plus 1 plus k. So the final answer is minus cos x equal to plus 2x plus k. As simple as that, very very simple. So minus cos x minus cos x minus cos x plus 2x plus k. Option A. Option A. Option A. Now the next one is evaluate. Number 6. Evaluate integral of x raised to power 3 plus x raised to power 2 the what? X. So now if I want to integrate this with boundary what? 2 and what? 0. With boundary 2 and 0. And how do you go about that? Just separate it as well. X raised to power 3 plus integral x raised to power what? 2 the what? The x. You can put the x here also, so that because you are separating it out, so each of them will have the x. Integral of x to the power 3 dx plus integral of x to the power 2 dx. So now when you integrate this one, now by now you should have known how to integrate. So you add 1 plus 3 plus 1, now it becomes 4. So x is power 4 all over what? 4 plus, that is, you add 1 to this, 3 plus 1 to be s power 4 all over 4 plus what? S 2 plus 1 to be x raised to power 3 all over what? All over 3 plus k. Don't forget this one has boundary. Now the boundary here is 2, 0, 2, 0. So this one 2, 0, 2, 0. So we have what? We have now substituting this now into what? So we have what? 2 raised to power 4 for the first section all over what? 4 minus 0 raised to power what? 4 all over 4. That's it for the first, this one, plus open bracket for this one. So we put 2 here, we have 2 raised to power 3 all over 3. 2 raised to power 3 all over 3 plus, not plus, minus 0 raised to power 3 all over 3. Bracket close. So what do we have now? We have, this is 32, sorry, 16 over 4 minus 0 all over 4 plus 8 raised to power 3 minus 0 over 3. So when you add this together, then minus this one is 16, exactly 16 over 4 plus, now this one is 8 over what? 3. So you can simplify this one to what? To be 4. This one 4 here 1, 4 here 4. So we have 4 over 1 plus 8 over 3. So you can as well find the what? Else just between 3 and what? Or 1 is what? 3. So 1 and 3. We have 3. 4 times 3 we have 12. 12 plus 3 and 3 is what? 1. 1 times 8 we have what? 20 all over what? 3. Now in mixed fraction, how many 3 can we see in 20? How many 3 can we see in 20? We have 6 whole number 2 over what? 3. So 6 whole number 2 over 3. Option what? Option B. Option B. Now the last one is evaluate sine 2x. Now with the boundary, let me now include the boundary to it. Let me include boundary to it. Pi over 2, because there are some questions like that. 0. Now I'm shifting from this now. I believe we can do it. Now I'm adding boundary pi over 2. Then pi over 2, 0. Now if I want to solve this one now, it's a sine, it's a function of function, then it still has boundary. So the first thing is let what? Let u equal to 2x. Let u equal to what? 2x. Now you differentiate with respect to what? U. Now you are bringing u, so you have to differentiate with respect the u with respect to x. So we have what? When you differentiate this one, this is 1 times 2. We have what? 1 times 2, we have 2. Then x to the power 1 minus 1 will give you 0, so it means 1. So everything here is 1. So it means 2 times 1 is 2. So you cross multiply now. Your dx now. Your dx is equal as du all over what? 2. So when you cross multiply, this is 2 dx equal to du. So when you divide by the 2, you have dx equal to du over 2. So now everything here now becomes what? Integral of what? Sine u du all over what? 2. So which means that sine u all over 2 du. So you can bring it out and have 1 over 2 sine what? Sine. Now 1 over 2 now, integral of what? Sine u du. So the integral of sine u is minus cos u. Please note that, because the integral of what? Sine u is minus cos u. So we have minus So this one is 1 over 2 minus cos what? This one is cos minus cos u minus cos u plus c. And don't forget that this one is 1 over, so minus times 1 over 2, 1 over 2, so minus 1 over 2 cos. Now your u here is what? 2x plus c. Normally the question asks us to do this plus c or plus k. Whatever the case, your k will be constant and your c, you can use your c as constant. So let me just use k since we are using k here. So 1 over 2 cos what? Cos 2s. 1 over minus 1 over 2 cos 2s minus 1 over 2 cos 2s. You have to be careful to choose the right answer. Now that is minus 1 over 2 cos 2s. Now if I now happen to what? If I am now given this kind of boundary in exams, because this is angle in what? In radian. Angle in radian, please note this angle in radians. And pi is equivalent to what? 1 pi is equivalent to what? 180. 180. Pi is equivalent to what? 180. Note that pi is equivalent to 180 degree. So now pi is equivalent to 180. So now we can now substitute if we are using boundary. So half pi will be what? 180 degree divided by 2, which is 90 what? Degree. So that one. So if they now say okay, pi over 2 0 integral of what? Sine what? Sine 2s is same thing as what? Minus 1 over 2 when you get after integrating 1 minus 1 over 2 cos 2x. Then you put the boundary pi over what? 2, which is same as 90 degree. 90 degree and 0 what? Degree. 1 over 2 cos 2x. Boundary 90 degree 0 degree, and it means what? Minus 1 over 2 cos, for the first one, 2x, that is 2 times 90 to give 180 degree, minus 1 over 2 of the second one cos. Now 2 times 0 will give you 0 degree. 0 degree bracket what? Close. So now don't forget this minus. So 1 over 2 cos. Now cos 180 degree is what? 0 degree. So this one is 0 minus 1 over 2 minus will be plus 1 over 2. Now cos 0 degree is 1, so you put 1. So we need that half times 0 will give you 0 plus 1. Everything okay. Half 1 over 2 times 1 will give you half. So the answer is 1 all over what? 2. Final answer. So if I put boundary there, this is what I'm going to have. 1 over 2 is our answer. So we have come to the end of today's class. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, do well to press the subscribe button and the like button, and also do it as much as possible to share this video so as to serve more people better.